Hello everyone, I'm Shikha. Welcome to my channel and I talk about law of attraction, manifestation and spirituality. So what is bhakti? We say that we go to temple, and we sit down and we do puja. But a lot of people complain, a lot of people say that what? I've been doing puja from such a long time, but God doesn't listen to me. He doesn't give me what I want in my life. Do we pray to God? Do we do puja just because we want something? Bhakti is what? Bhakti is faith. Faith in the eternal source. Faith in the God. You know, I'll give you an example. Um, one lady was sitting and doing puja in his house. So she called up, she called the name of her daughter-in-law. She said, Bahu, please see outside if there's the vegetable vendor standing outside. She was doing puja and she took the name of Bahu and she asked her, just go and check, is the vegetable vendor outside? Grab some vegetable, like take guard today, so we'll make guard today. She said, okay, mom, okay, mom. Now, after 5 minutes, again she said, did you check? She said, yes, Mama, I have checked. There's no vegetable vendor outside. After 10 minutes, again she asked, Bahu, have you purchased the vegetable from the vegetable vendor? Yes, Mama, I've got the vegetables, her daughter-in-law replied. So she said, Acha, okay. How much did you got it? So the Bahu said, Mama, don't worry. You just do your puja. Acha, then the mother-in-law, she again started chanting. Then after again 5 minutes, she said, did you took the other vegetable? Did you took the capsicum from her? Did you buy capsicum from her? She said, yes, Mama, I have got capsicum also. Then, from the neighborhood, one lady came and she asked the daughter-in-law, is your mother-in-law at home? She said, no, she must be standing outside and purchasing vegetables. So she said, no, I'm coming from outside only. Your mom-in-law is not there. Suddenly, her mom-in-law came and she said, what are you talking, Bahu? I've been sitting here and doing puja and you've been telling her that I'm standing outside and buying vegetables. She said, Mama, you've been doing puja. But what is the point of doing this puja when your mind is not there? Your body is sitting there, but your mind is outside and purchasing vegetables. Your mind is in the household work. So what is the point of doing this puja? So that's what it is. It's important. It's very important. When you do something, your mind should be engaged in that particular thing. Your devotion to that thing it should be 100%. It's not that your body is just sitting there. God doesn't want your body to sit there and to read the scriptures, to read this Chalisa and do the Aarti. No. What does God want? God wants your mind. If your mind remembers God with your full heartedness, with the full devotion, with the full love, God will listen to you. God resides within us. God is there with us. We need to acknowledge this. Bhakti is acknowledging that we are not alone. We are not an eternal soul. We are two. One soul is of us and the other soul is of God. when you give your mind to the God, it's not about reading books of God, it's about remembering the name of God with love, with full affection, with full bhav. You know, people go to temple, they say ki, I've been I went on Shivratri and I offered, I offered the Chanamrit over Shivling and all the god and goddess Mata Parvati. So if people say, if I do it once in a year, it's equal. If I do it on Shivratri, it's equivalent to the whole year that I'm been doing puja for the whole year. No, it's not like that. Whether you go to temple on Shivratri or not, it doesn't matter. What matters that you remember the name of God with love. When your mind remembers God with full heartedly, with full bhav, with full feelings, that's what it is. That is when we remember God. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said to Arjun, always remember me, do your karmas, and always remember me. Sarveshu Kaleshu, it's written in Gita, Bhagavad Gita. Sarveshu Kaleshu, it's written everywhere in Bhagavad Gita. You do your karma, you do your work, but do remember me always. Always remember me. Take my name. People say when you go to the washroom, how can you take the name of God? Is there any harm in taking the name of God when you are in the washroom? God is everywhere. God is with you all the time, whatever you do. God is there with you each and every minute of your life. He is watching you, He is seeing you. So this thing, when you keep it in your mind, that yes, God is everywhere, God is with me every time, every minute, you will be able to reach that spiritual realm, that spiritual high. And when you reach that spiritual high, you know what? When you reach that spiritual high, what happens? Nothing matters to you. Nothing would disturb you. Nothing would bother you in this world. Whosoever is getting jealous of you, whosoever betrays you, do whatever with you, nothing would really matter. Because at that time you would reach that spiritual realm. Because you're detached from the world. You detached yourself from this world and you reach the high spiritual realm. Then you are not, then those feelings of greed, envy, all these feelings go away from your life. So I'll tell you one more story. There was one great scholar, Vachaspati Mishra. He was writing commentary on Brahmastra. So he was 60 years old. He was been writing from last 35 years. So one day what happened, when he was writing, his lamp got extinguished. So one lady came and she lit the lamp. Vachaspati's eyes got on that lady. He asked, "Who are you?" She said, "You please do your work. You continue doing on your work. Please don't bother. Please don't get yourself bothered and don't think who I am." He asked again. He said, no, I want to know. Who are you? She again said, no, please concentrate on your work. He said, no, I want to know. Who are you? She replied, I am your wife. He said, what? You are my wife? When did we got married? So she replied, it's been 35 years. We got married and you were busy writing. So he said, what? Where was I when we were getting married? So she replied, physically you were present there. Physically you took all the rounds, you took all the fairas, but mentally your mind wasn't there. That is the reason you don't remember anything. So he said, it's been so long. How am I being served? How you are running this household? She said, I go to nearby places and do the household work, and I'm earning something, so that is how we are running this household. So she said, every day the person who serves you food, every day, I am now in the habit of serving you every day, and I just serve you, you eat the food and you go to the bed, and you again next morning you get up, you keep on writing and you eat, and then you continue writing. I just take off the plates and wash off your plates. So he got astonished. He said, I'm delighted that I didn't give you any happiness. I didn't give you that love that a wife needs, and still you are serving me. She said, I am so happy to serve such a noble soul whose mind, dedication is completely devoted to writing these scriptures. So she said, I am so delighted. At least I am not those women like other women who's raising the children and then running after the life and living that animalistic life. I am happy to serve you. I am happy to serve such a noble soul. So he got so surprised and he got so, happy with her answers that he named his commentary by the name of his wife, Brahmati. So that's what it is. That's what God says. That, when you give your mind to me, whether you remember me for 5 minutes, but you remember wholeheartedly, fully, that's what it is. Do your work, do your karmas with your body. But yes, if you take my name, if you just chant his name with the full feelings and full devotion and full bhav, I am always gonna there with you. God is always with us. He resides with us. 24 hours of a day, He is with us. It's just that we need to acknowledge Him. We need to acknowledge His powers. And that is only possible when we clear our soul, when we clear our mind. When a lot of people go to kirtans, they do kirtans, they go to kirtans, but when they are going to the kirtans, what do? You know what? They sit down. The one lady is talking to other lady, and what is she doing? She said, you know what? You remember Mrs. Gupta? Mrs. Gupta's daughter ran away with his driver. Can you just imagine? That's why she didn't come today. So what is this? What is the point of taking the name of the God? What is the point of doing that kirtan when you are sitting in the kirtan and you are talking about something else? This is not it. No. When you are sitting in the kirtan, listen to it with your mind, not with your body. No point of sitting there and doing kirtan when your mind is running somewhere else. You talk to the other lady, Mrs. Agarwal, your bangles are looking really nice. Where did you got it from? Oh, Mrs. Gupta, I got it from Hazuri Lal. So, why did you go to Kirtan? There's no point of going to Kirtan like this. No point of doing this. No point just registering your name that I went to the Kirtan and I took the name of God. No. If you want to take the name of God, you can sit anywhere and take the name of God. Take it in any form, whether it's Narayan, whether it's Vishnu, whether it's Lord Shiva, whosoever it is. But take the name of God with full feelings, full love. That's what it is. That's what bhakti is. Giving your full hearted to God. You'll reach the different level of this world when you devote yourself, when you give yourself to God. Nothing in this world can bother you if you'll reach that spiritual realm. Whether somebody insults you, somebody take your name and bitches around you, it won't bother you. You know why? Because you have reached that spiritual realm. You have reached to that power. You have recognized the power of God. God is with you. He's always with you. Don't complain that God didn't do this for me. God didn't do that for me. You know, we are in the habit of bribing God. God, please do this. I'll donate this much money to this temple. Please do this, God. Please do this. Why? You are bribing God. We human beings in the nature of bribing policemen. We bribe and get our work done. But we are so much mean these days that we are bribing God. That God, please do this. Just without any condition. Without any condition, take the name of God and you will see the change in yourself. You'll start loving yourself. You'll start liking this whole world. Happiness, and there would be a different glow on your face. Different love. And everybody, you'll see everybody will start liking you, loving you. So give your full devotion, full faith, have full faith in God, full faith in bhakti. Narayan ji used to say every time, he used to chant Narayan, 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 whatever he's doing, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. So, what is it? That you take the name of God with love every time. Whatever you do your karmas, do it, but do take the name of God with love. Doesn't mean that, we are doing something else so we cannot take the name of God. We can take the name of God anywhere, anytime, but with full heartedly, and your mind should be there. Your God needs your mind. Wherever you are present, mentally, you'll do that thing with full devotion. whether you are doing your work, whatsoever it is. But when you do it with your mind, you do it 100% with full devotion. So, thank you so much. If you do like my video, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.